Today on Seattle Refined, painting it forward.
I'm really excited for them to see them. Yeah, I can't wait.
She's an everyday angel, using paint and compassion to change the lives of others in a truly unique way.
Hello, everyone.
Then,
let your smile change the world, but don't let the world change your smile. I like that.
that's a good one, isn't it?
That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a very good one.
Away from the hard court, the Seattle Storm dishes and assists to some folks dealing with hard times. Plus, a small town inspires big dreams for some very talented kids. And
She's just been really working on her song. She just tells every classmate, every teacher, pulling together. Whew.
a Northwest rock star helps make a little girl's dream come true. Seattle Refined starts now. Hey everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Guard Swanson. Our Refined team loves traveling around the region looking for the best food and entertainment. But some of our favorite moments on this show are the inspirational ones. That's why today we're looking back at the stories that have warmed our hearts and showed the best of our community. Refined was recently nominated for 5 regional Emmys. That includes this story about a Seattle nurse. As Refined's Malia Karlinski shows us, she spends her days saving lives and her spare time painting it forward.
At first glance, Harborview's Pioneer Square Clinic may seem like an unlikely place to find beauty. Many of these patients' lives have been touched by homelessness.
Hi.
Nurse Mary Larson spends her time nurturing the people who come here in more ways than you might imagine.
I'm sure that your stylish outfitting helps your blood pressure.
Today was a very good day.
She really gets to know them. James is battling cancer and can no longer eat most foods. That doesn't stop him from sharing his ultimate dinner menu.
A nice pepper salad. I would have a nice bowl of deep red. And I don't want to forget my sweet peas, because I like that.
You love sweet peas?
Yeah, I grew up on vegetables.
Then maybe I should put sweet peas behind your picture.
These people aren't just Mary's patients, and she's no ordinary nurse. They're also her subjects for what's become a series of breathtaking art.
Some of these people have found themselves in the worst circumstances imaginable, and they carry on, and they keep their smile. I think that's pretty extraordinary.
She sees them as individuals with rich personal histories. The process begins with a snapshot.
And I'll photograph them, and then I'll work on their portraits from the photographs.
Smile!
Mr. Moore is a writer. Booker is a devoted sports fan. Mr. Zhou is a former doctor who loves riding his bike. And James enjoyed a long career in the beauty industry.
And you told me that you're a hairdresser.
Oh yeah, I'm retired.
Where did you do that?
J.C. Penney's.
Oh, but let's see that smile.
Homelessness has affected him firsthand.
It was a positive thing. It opened my eyes. It was a positive change in my life. It gave me an incentive to do better.
Being chosen to have his portrait painted means so much to him. It's almost hard to imagine.
Everything. It means everything to me for someone to think enough of me, to view me in that sense, for people to see who James Phillips is. This is my opportunity.
In her studio north of Seattle, Mary brings the photographs to life. Her paintings feature broad strokes and bright colors. Each background tells a story.
I think one of the hardest parts for me is figuring out what the backgrounds are going to be.
For the painting of James, she recalls a conversation they had.
And he started reminiscing about how, as a child, through his whole life, every meal ended with sweet peas. It included sweet peas on the plate. So the background of his painting is an old label for a can of sweet peas.
All the portraits in this wall of paintings share something in common: their expressions.
Oh, I'll be in here late at night painting, and I'll step back and I'll look at all of them together smiling, and it just makes me happy.
These larger-than-life works of art are almost complete. But just as Mary isn't your average nurse, she isn't your average artist either. None of these are being sold for cash.
Instead of selling them for money, we sell them in exchange for things for the patients. For example, one painting, instead of putting a dollar value on it, I might mark it for sale for 1,000 brand new pairs of white tube socks. As soon as somebody comes to the clinic and delivers those tube socks, they can bring their painting home.
But first, the moment they've all been waiting for. It's time to reveal the portraits to that one-of-a-kind audience, her patients.
I'm really excited for them to see them. Yeah, I can't wait. I think they should be pretty happy. Yeah, keep your eyes closed. You can get up.
As the paintings are hung up and celebrated, one important person is missing. James, the dapper gentleman who dreamed about eating sweet peas, has died.
James passed away from the time that we came and visited you before. What do you think he would say about his portrait?
So, I think it would make him really smile. So it's like he's still here with us.
Even with all she gives, her care, her talent, and most importantly, her heart, Mary Larson feels she's the one who's blessed.
For me, what's most magical is seeing how happy our patients are to see their paintings. That's what's most magical for me. And then beyond that, of course, the things that we turn the art into, it's just a gift. It's an absolute gift. And that makes me really happy.
For more on that story or learn how you can help a homeless person in need, log on to SeattleRefined.com. This next story also was nominated for an Emmy. It's about a little girl named Lucy who has inspired us all. She had one wish and sung her heart out to make it come true.
Are we nervous?
A tiny bit.
I think you should be nervous, because that means you're excited. If you weren't nervous at all, you'd be bored, and that wouldn't be any good.
It's showtime for Lucy. The 6-year-old is getting ready to take the stage with her favorite singer by her side.
I think she was like 6 months old when we took her to her first Casper Baby Pants concert, and she just sat there. And we kept trying to talk to her. She wouldn't talk to us. She just wanted to watch Casper Baby Pants. And from then on, it was nothing but singing his songs, and she just has loved it ever since.
She waited a long time for this moment. We first met Lucy and her family last year at their Kent home and learned about her Make-A-Wish.
She's going to work with Casper Baby Pants, who's a local artist. Lucy has spinal muscular atrophy, and she was diagnosed when she was about 18 months old, which means that her muscles are slowly dying over time.
Lucy spent months leading up to the show, practicing and collaborating with Casper Baby Pants, aka Chris Ballou, at his studio. If he looks familiar, that's because he's also the lead singer of the Seattle rock band, the Presidents of the United States of America.
I love collaborating with inspired people, no matter who they are, how old they are, and Lucy is inspired. So it was an easy decision. Spring, 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 singing about is my thing.
All that hard work finally paid off with Lucy's concert at the Land of Nod at the U Village. It was a packed house.
We've been very, very excited about it, and she's just been really working on her song. She just tells every classmate, every teacher, pulling together. Whew.
I've been practicing at home. Casper Baby Pants helped me change up a song a little bit.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Springtime fun.
Springtime Fun.
Lucy!
Spring, 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 singing loud is my thing. You sing loud as I make a sound. Springtime fun. One more time. Spring, 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 singing loud is my thing.
The crowd loved every minute of it. Even little brother Lucas had to get up and dance by his sister's side. After the concert, Lucy got a standing ovation and even signed autographs for fans.
Everyone she meets, she's so excited to tell them about her wish, and we talk about it all the time. It's just been really a great source of hope for her.
To learn more about Lucy or Casper Baby Pants, just head to SeattleRefined.com. Seattle Refined is just getting started. An award-winning Northwest singer saves her best performance for the classroom.
Hello, everyone.
But first,
You never know someone's story, and you can't look down upon people just because they're not in the same situation you are.
some Seattle hoop stars demonstrate a champion's heart on and off the court when we come back. While the Storm is hoping to improve on last year's playoff run on the court, off the court the team is still performing slam dunks with its hard work in the community, putting in the extra reps for folks in need. The Storm's Alicia Clark knows the kitchen. She also knows how to hoop it up for a good cause. And do you want peanut butter on both sides or just one?
You can just do one and one.
I'm gonna make these fast. How many are we making?
We're making a total of 156.
Today, Alicia and a few Storm players are teaming up to help the homeless with a big assist through #LunchBag, a nonprofit helping feed those in need. And how nice is it that other players are chipping in today too?
Yeah, it's awesome, because we just finished practice, so I didn't really expect I didn't want them to feel pressured to come do anything, but a few of them were like, no, we're totally there, we'd love to help, and so that makes me feel great knowing that they're helping support a great cause as well.
These bags aren't just filled with food, but heartfelt notes, all handwritten.
And that's part of the #LunchBag ordeal that they do. That not only do they provide you with a lunch, they also give you just a little inspiration. Maybe it's it can help brighten someone's day.
I like this one. I can and I will.
Yeah. One of my ultimate favorites is let your smile change the world, but don't let the world change your smile.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
You're putting a lot of smiles on people's faces today.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
After a few more bags were packed, Alicia and her teammates made their way here, armed with bags of food and hope.
Yeah.
A homeless camp not more than 100 yards from team headquarters.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
All y'all playing ball?
We do.
Y'all on the team?
The love was flowing, and so was the message. A simple slam dunk.
Let your smile change the world, but don't let the world change your smile. I like that.
That's a good one, isn't it?
That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a very good one.
Pretty special to come here and just see lighten up some faces, right?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. People helping people, and you never know someone's story, and you can't look down upon people just because they're not in the same situation you are. So anything I can do to help and make people smile and just enjoy their day a little bit, that's what I'm about.
To get involved, head to #lunchbag.org. Still to come on Refined, small town, big talent, no egos.
It has been an amazing ride. This is one of the memories that I'm going to hold on to from being a senior, and that's going to live with me for the rest of my life.
Meet the special husband and wife going the distance to change young lives in one Northwest community when we come back. Welcome back to Seattle Refined. I still get viewers asking me about this next inspirational story. It's about an award-winning performer changing young lives through the power of song. And if you don't know about Bernadette Bascom yet, it's time you get educated. Bascom's career is the kind most singers dream about. Born in Baltimore, she first came to Seattle on a tour with her band as a teenager and fell in love with the city. Since then, she has shared the spotlight with music legends like Elton John and Stevie Wonder. But Bascom's greatest gift isn't the heights she has soared, but the wings she has given others.
When the rain is blowing in your face.
Smooth as ever, Bernadette Bascom brings it home, massaging your soul.
I've met so many talented people, and I know how it feels to use your gift. And I'm just honored to have a gift.
All right, y'all come off the risers and turn that way.
The award-winning performer is comfortable these days right here at Skyview Junior High School.
All right, and remember how fast it is?
Leading the North Shore Music Project. It's a big hit, a special learning experience for all of these students, like one of her favorites, Marcus.
Teamwork, confidence, self-esteem, compassion. Did you see the kids when Marcus was singing? Their little faces, and like I said, you know, you just don't know what gifts people have by looking at them. It's like I knew them already. I don't know, when I walk in the room, it's like they look at me like, where you been? It's amazing, it really is. Whatever it is, I'm thankful for it.
I think we should do You Love Me?
Music, she says, has no boundaries, giving every student in this pilot program a chance to shine, to be included. There is nothing like it. Born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland, Bascom knows all about giving back. It started early with her father.
Dad always took care of the neighborhood, always took care of people, always took care of kids.
A solid foundation, helping Bernadette launch her own career, singing with huge stars like longtime friend Stevie Wonder, working Las Vegas for years, and eventually calling Seattle home.
I came here in August. We all know what that's like.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody told me about the rain. And the music, though, that's what kept me here.
Because I'm happy alone, if you feel like a room without a roof.
Still performing outside of school, Bernadette knows where her heart lies, where the rhythm lives, teaching these students the art of performing, engaging, and embracing. Here, everybody smiles. Nobody is left behind.
I'm really happy that I can be just in my little corner of the world, just in my little spot.
I love you, bye.
Making a difference in these kids and how they perceive themselves.
Good job.
And I wish that I had had a me. I really do. What would I be if I had had a me?
Seattle Refined will be right back. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Guard Swanson. Some say the smaller the community, the bigger the heart. That couldn't be more true for a tiny Washington town, proving amazing talent comes from unexpected places. Welcome to PL, Washington, home of the Trojans. Population 650, give or take. They've got a gas station and a diner and a school that's recently become the talk of the town.
You say one thing in the school and it gets all around and everybody's like, yeah, I'm ready to see you perform.
And 1, 2.
About 20 kids from 7-year-olds to high school seniors are preparing to perform the Nutcracker Ballet.
I love being in ballet. It is like one of my favorite things.
They're really excited for this performance. There's a buzz here about it.
PL's principal says this is not an opportunity his tiny town gets, ever. So how have they made this work?
Hold those gingerbread arms.
It's all thanks to husband and wife
3,
Mick and Nancy Gunter.
1, 2, grab it.
Nancy and Mick are the artistic directors for nonprofit Ballet Theater of Washington. And every Sunday they take a couple of dancers and drive more than an hour down to PL to teach and rehearse with the kids.
I think it's really nice of them to be doing this stuff, to come down to PL. PL is not really that popular of a town. They come down here to PL just for us, really.
Mick and Nancy say this is part of the theater's outreach program to try and get kids, no matter where they live, exposed to the arts.
The kids who see it this first time, when they see their friends on stage, they're gonna be like, I want to do this now.
Kids at PL aren't paying to do this. Even the dancewear is free. And the students know how special that is.
It has been an amazing ride. This is like one of the memories that I'm going to hold on to from being a senior.
I'm very thankful that they came down here. Really thankful.
All right, that'll do it for today's show. I'm Guard Swanson. We'll see you next time right here on Seattle Refined.